The Stars are looking for their first win of the tournament, as both their women and men lost yesterday.
Yeah, and this one's kind of a tale of two halves. We've got really speedy, athletic players on both teams. They're both high level. They've got D1 players. Stars have some WPL players. So this should be Casey Curl with the break really early. Should be a really good matchup.
She's got some nice open field tackle there.
She's not held, so she keeps going. Oh, just a little bit of a knock on there, it looks like. But a nice break by Casey Curl. She had some support from Megan coming as well. Megan Good, both from Houston. You'll see that most of the backline players are Houston players. So they play together quite a bit.
Stars again have those unique numbers, some of the hundreds, triple-digit numbers.
That makes it hard as a referee. You're like, 128, roll away.
Who's our referee for this match?
This is Chris Pugh. He did the Stars Marfu match yesterday. So he's from San Antonio. Another player turned referees. Come to the good side.
Stars with the scrum.
Texas with the initial push.
Nice tough fight by the Stars runner there. As we get going, I'm sure we'll get better names with numbers here. That was number 2, Elena. Stars trying to make a push here, get some points on the board. Those are hard to come by in their last match. They face Marfu.
And it's kind of what we've been talking about with the gelling. Like, they've got to find time to gel. At least, you know, the Texas and the Marfu teams, they've played each other for years. Stars is just whoever can be on the team. Nick James there stealing that ball. So she's from Houston, USA Eagle, stealing it from Stars. But it's tough when you have never even met the player and you're going to be in a position right next to them. You're a lock with them. You're the 9-10 connection. It's tough. So they've got to find that. They got to be the ones that gel the quickest.
That's more of a positioning thing. I mean, everything else is technique. Back out to Casey, far side to Nira from Houston. So the whole connection here. So 9 is Houston, Barbie Blair. 10 is from Austin Valkyries, Jordan Nostrestra. And then it's 12, Casey Curl. 13, Megan Good. And then I believe it's 14 is Nadira. And then Kate is 15. So only one player in the entire back line is from another team. So it is Houston back line with JY at 10 from Austin. So it's a pretty, they play together all the time. So they're pretty good there. So at least they'll have the advantage on that front as they get the first try of the game. Leading this one 5-0 early here in the first half. It's been a nice weekend for rugby. I mean, the weather's been held up. It's a little chilly today, but overall, it's no rain, no.
Yeah, it's been nice. And, you know, we've had this here for 3 years now, and it's been, the first year it was absolutely freezing. Nobody wanted to be outside. We were all in our cars until the last second. And then the second year it was better. And then this year the weather's been just priceless. Maybe not for the teams visiting that are in snow or whatever, but this is good weather for us.
Yeah. Well, you probably want to leave this weather here, going back to those blizzards up north.
Mm-hmm.
So Texas on the board early.
Well, we saw yesterday from the Stars, they're fighters. I mean, they're not going to give up here. These are high-level players, too, that, you know, they're doing this to develop their own rugby careers. So spending their own money to come to these events.
Kick taken by Leslie. Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, some of these games have been, you know, 2-3 score leads, but it's more, I know you always want to win the games, but it seems like it's more developing, more getting out there playing and showing your skills than trying to come out with the win. I know that's the end goal, is to win the game, but.
Yeah, no, I was just talking to the Capital coach because they just finished their match, and she was really happy with. Even though they lost 42-30, she was so happy with some of the personal development the players felt and saw. Sometimes when you come from a D2 team and you've never seen higher level rugby, you come to this event and you're just awestruck by the players, what they can do, and then that helps you want to get better yourself. So this is what we want. This is why we wanted to come back so badly.
Ooh, nice hard tackle.
Big old tackle by Jerry, I think, from
Jerry
the Valkyries. Stolen, though, so Stars gets this one.
Jerry back on the tackle. Stars maintain possession with it.
Oh, just squirting around the outside. It's the Magali Harvey look-alike. She's not Magali Harvey, but she looks just like her, the Canadian international star.
And we were talking about her yesterday. She's coming from flag football. She has the running skills. I mean, flag football is basically almost the same as this, obviously minus the tackling. It's the running skills.
So she just was too quick for her support there. So Texas trying to poach that, and they got the penalty because of it. So she had a great break, but just outran her support quite literally.
Just trying to get that line out, but didn't quite get it far enough. So Capital, sorry, wrong game. Stars have it now. Stars making a push, trying to get this one tied up.
Ooh, a little skip pass, just too much though. So advantage to Texas for the scrum. And Nadira's going to try to just solidify this. Oh, stolen back again. So now we'll just come back to the Texas scrum.
Good pressure on the outside. Way to go, way to go.
That wind's kind of shifted again. Now it's blowing from far side to near side. Like that pass got cut up in that little breeze there.
Yeah, and like we were saying with the Stars, we've got some Atlanta Harlequin players, some Furies. There's some Midwest teams mixed in there, so the Stars are truly from all over the place. And then Texas, we've got some college players. Oklahoma University college player, Michelle right there at flanker. She's wearing 7 today. And then Sam Houston State, I believe, is in the front row. Several college players for Texas, so really good, wide swath of players for both of these teams.
So Texas comes away with it. They're going to play position and kick it down.
Yeah, and you'll definitely see that from JY. She's got a boot, former soccer player, so she's got a big old boot. She'll use it.
Jazza picks it up, but she's quickly wrapped up, taken down by Nardia.
And Heather Renvelt getting in there, trying to muck it up, counter-rucking. And Nick James in there, trying to counter-ruck herself as well.
She made some nice pushes yesterday.
Yeah, definitely an impact player.
Texas is getting them to push the ball back.
So it looks like tackler not rolling, so penalty Stars, but Nick James is, we actually call that getting Nick Jamesed. It's known. Sometimes the players take a while to get up after those hits.
Yeah, she's a little slow on that hit to get.
Yep. Hopefully she's all right, but
it's a clean tackle. She just puts all her weight.
Yeah,
into
she
it,
just puts her full force into it.
Yeah, so that Stars player is still down. A little shooken up on the play.
They're still on the attack though. Now they're going to have a little bit of a return kick. We have a fullback, but she's on the other side. So we've got the fullback, Kate back, and then Barbie, scrum half, trying to come help her. Kate. Oh, just a little bit of a dribble there. So we're going to have a Stars. That kick works out in their favor, so they'll have a scrum way up the field now. And it looks like that player that took the hit, she got Nick James, is up.
Yeah, she's back down.
She's just not feeling so great.
Lauren, we got a handwritten roster. I can't read her last name.
Yeah, Schley, I'm not sure on that one. So she's okay, but she's just not feeling great right now.
No. You get up seeing Stars on those kind of hits. Hopefully she's going to be okay.
She sees Stars and she's on the Stars team. Did you mean to do that?
Pun intended. Either way. Oh, no, it's her ankle or leg.
Yeah. So this trainer's just checking her out. But really good match here. A lot of what we thought. We'd see some electric play from Texas. They're going to want to run the ball very quickly and have that lightning quick ball. They want to move. And then the Stars, I think, want to do the same thing too, but they're going to set up some platform play. So they'll go a couple to the forwards, then out to the back. So they're wanting to stretch it.
There is a size advantage on this Texas team.
There definitely is. I mean, we got Waller up front from Houston, and then I believe the number 3 is Nick James is number 3, so... Oh, Taylor's on today, so that's where I'm messing up. So Taylor's on. She was a super sub last time, so she comes on a hooker. In her first match, she was a super sub, so now she's on the pitch. So got high school player, so she's only played high school, but she was in the high performance program, Taylor Welch. She's actually coached by Nick James, which is cool. And then Mary Waller's a Houston prop, so pretty well experienced front row there for Texas. And then got that height with Leslie Schroeder from Houston, and then Heather from Austin, rounded out by Jerry from Austin at the 8-man position. So kind of mixed up, but these players have all known each other for 3 to 5 years now at this point, so they know how they play, and now they're just on the same team.
That's good when you know everybody's tendencies.
Yeah.
Looks like that's Lauren. She's finally able to get to her feet.
Nope, she's going to stay in the match, so it looks like we'll have a scrum here. It'll be to Texas. Or it should be actually to Stars, but Barbie's doing a well-known scrum half trick of if I hold the ball, maybe the referee will forget and let me put the ball in. So
does that work from time to time?
You know, actually it does work every once in a while. She's still holding the ball. Look at her.
Well, let's see.
She's just going to hold on to it. There, now the Stars player's going to take it.
Got to earn that scrum.
Yeah, right? And just test that referee. See if they're paying attention.
Easy for the Stars. That's going to feed it in.
Oh, just pops out straight out there, so we'll just reset. So in these referees here, the team this weekend's using comms, so they're all wired to each other. So we have Danny on this side, and then on the far side is Sean Martin with the referee in the middle, Chris. So Danny came in on that one and said, nope, straight out. So the comms really help each other. We can all kind of be a team and really work together.
That makes it good because you can confirm it's not just one referee with the final decision. It's a teamwork out there.
Yeah, and there's a lot happening with 30 players and a lot of cheaters usually, and I mean that in the nicest way.
Hey, whatever you let me get away with, I'm going to do it.
That's right.
Out for the Stars. They're going to go to the right side. Ooh, miss pass.
Looks like backwards though, so they'll keep playing. We've got one poacher in there. She gets cleaned out. Casey gets cleaned out, so Stars keep it. Ooh, little chip kick, just seeing what's behind the line.
It's going to pick up by Jerry. Nope, not quite. Stars going to regain possession of it.
We got penalty advantage.
See what the Stars can do with this one, trying to get some points on the board. Down 5-0 early.
So he's going to come back to that penalty.
I think he's going to try to tap and go with it.
And it's out to Sutton. She had big impact in the first game, too. You could just see her curly hair everywhere, so you knew where she was.
Stonewalled by Megan Good. Unable to get any traction. Stars going to come out to the near side with it. Texas doing a good job holding their ground and keeping everybody to the outside. Nice
Just
quick tackle by Jerry.
Yeah.
She's on the ball.
Oh, but picked up by Kiki.
They got some space out there on the outside.
Yeah, ball carrier not releasing. So again, the winger she's getting the breaks, but she's not having any support. So, and she's new to this sport, coming from flag football, so she just needs to also just work on that leg drive so she can stay up a bit longer so her support can get there.
Texas is going to kick the line.
Nice high lift by Austin. They're going to maul this. It's the first kind of mauls we've seen this weekend. Nobody's really been doing that. JY going to palm it and kick it.
That's a good kick.
She loves to find where nobody is and just drill it down, because now it'll just roll out, and now they've got to line out under pressure. She's acting like she might go quick. She's thinking about it. But that's a good 40-meter kick, maybe 50-meter kick, and now Stars are under pressure.
Yeah, the kicking game has been way different from yesterday. We've been using it a lot more.
Yeah, I think it's just seeing that there's no fullback back there. Actually, there was a fullback that the wing hadn't dropped yet, so she really had a big opening.
So Stars deep in their own territory, trying to push it out and get this game into this game with a score. She had nowhere to go with that one. It's penetration by Texas.
Yeah, it looks like counter ruck is on, so Texas has stolen it.
Michelle with it.
Oh, Schroeder trying to get the try, but just she got smashed there.
Got a
Good
few
defense.
feet away. One big push here. Texas will be on the board again. It's out to KC. She's going to be pushed back.
Yeah, you don't normally see a back trying to pull it in right there, especially Casey's size. She's a little small to be doing that. That's usually what we'll see is a back kind of sucking him in and getting out to the defense. So Nadira over for a second Texas try.
That's her second try of the game as well.
So really nice job there, Barbie, seeing that she had a distributor outside of her, JY outside of her. So JY just sucking in 2 defenders in this case, and then dishing it out to Nadira, who just is able to kind of trot over and touch that one down.
I was all set up on that kick downfield.
Yep, gets him all the way down here.
Put some pressure. So Texas up 10-0. Trying to tack on 2 more. It's going to be Jordan. How would you say that last name?
I just say JY.
JY.
I think it's Unestra. She's actually married. She just got married like 2 weeks ago, and I don't remember what her husband's last name is, so we'll just go with JY. Heller.
Heller. A little bit easier than that.
Sideline reporter, Jack letting us know it's JY Heller.
Oh, that conversation, I didn't see if she made it or not, but I don't think she did. We're not changing the scoreboard, so our score stays 10-0. About a quarter way through the first half. 24 minutes to go.
Yeah, and Stars, I mean, before that kick from JY, they were down here attacking, so the score makes it look like it's all Texas, but it hasn't been. Stars have had some really big breaks.
No, yeah, that kick, I mean, that was a big break for them to get it down there and then force a turnover. Kind of a low kick. That's Leslie with it. She stands out as she towers over pretty much everybody on the field.
Yeah, she's an A&M player. Nick James coaches A&M, so a lot of Nick James, you'll hear that all weekend. But Leslie came from A&M and then moved to Houston and has been playing with Houston for a couple years now and has been a nice addition height-wise. She's just a big sport athlete. She's played a lot of sports.
I keep thinking of Rick James every time we say Nick James.
That's why you can't say it, but it's Nick James. You know what I want to say. That is exactly what a lot of people say. And you have to say it with a certain emphasis on that word.
It's on the tip of the tongue every time. What is internet? I guess you can get away with it.
Yeah, right.
So scrum for the Stars, it looks like. Yes, scrum for the Stars.
We'll see what they can do. Texas has been driving them a bit. So see if they can hold them off.
Yeah, they held their ground on that one.
Yep.
They got some players to the outside. A nice clean tackle by Barbie Blair.
Oh, now Stars are going to kick a bit. Just see if they can reverse it.
Get some position on it. Chasing it is Kate.
Oh, she's got the speed on the outside.
She get behind this one defender.
Banks gets her tied up, though.
Nice run by Kate to get it all the way back down to near midfield. As Texas is now trying to come on the attack. And they're going to go to the outside with it.
And that's Waller taking it up. Oh, she almost got stripped, but it looks like she was able to hold on to it.
Texas into Stars territory. Trying to get deeper. It's a missed pass. Went back, so Texas maintains possession. They got some speed on the outside.
Oh man, almost a beautiful offload. It was trying to go to the hip ball, but Stars steal it now.
Jasmine with it, trying to find some space to run. Finally it's taken down to the ground. Capitals trailing 10-0. Nice to get some points here to cut into this lead. Short pass.
I'm not sure who has it. It's hard to tell. It's pretty far away.
Yeah, it is. It's just straight down the line.
Yeah, so I think Texas may have taken it into touch. We'll have to see which way Sean puts his arm. Okay, so no, Stars did take it into touch. So it'll be a Texas line out.
They definitely got the advantage of this line out with Leslie.
Yeah, she just towers over them.
You saw her pop up there. Here comes Texas with it.
Switch play.
KC,
yeah.
She gets about one defender to beat. She gets tied up, but she's going to beat her.
Nice little dummy there.
Nice score by KC.
Yeah, really nice work try. You know, just coming from that line out, JY just showing that she's going to kick, and then giving it off on the inside switch to KC, who's just got enough speed and able to break through that tackle.
I was going to say, it looked like she was trying to fake the kick.
Yep. Well, you've seen her kick it 3 or 4 times, so now you're worried.
Yeah.
You know. Great.
A nice hard run by Casey. Makes the lead 15-0 in a, I'll say chip shot, but I'll say it after the kick's good. The conversion is good, so it's 17-0 in favor of Texas.
And Casey's another Sam Houston player, so she came from Sam Houston, who back when she was there mostly played sevens, and then she moved to Houston and didn't know that she wanted to play rugby. She became a teacher and wanted to focus on her career, and then, like most of us, was like, that's not enough, I need to do something. So then she came back to rugby, and we're really glad that she did.
You gotta have some hobbies sometimes.
That's right.
20 minutes to go, the first half. It's been all Texas so far on the board, at least.
Yeah.
Stars have had some pushes and had some opportunities. And that's not going to make it. It's actually going to go back.
Yeah, we'll have a scrum to Texas now, and they've been doing well in their scrums. I have to wonder on the Stars. We've got a couple players playing out of position. We have Sutton here, Kiki from Atlanta. Typically, she's a hooker or a 7, so she's having to do loose head against Nick James, a USA Eagle, who just recently played Ireland and New Zealand like 2 to 3 weeks ago, you know, so that's super tough. She's a little bit shorter than Nick, too, so it's just a tough spot that they're in this scrum.
Sometimes that's how you get better.
Oh, totally.
You got to play above your competition, or with your higher competition.
Oh, just losing that bind there.
We'll re-rack and do this again.
So yeah, expect a pretty big shove by Texas here, just enough to get the Stars on their back foot, and then they'll get it out quick.
Well, they're kind of holding them up. Jerry with it. She's going to fight through a couple tackles. Offload pass. Texas still with it. Back to Casey. Oh, nice shirt tail grab, but Texas still with it on their feet.
Some space for Nadira. She's got some finishing speed.
Looking for that third score of the game, and she's going to get it.
Yeah, nice job there. Just perfect execution. Little 8-man pick by Jerry. Out to Barbie. Out to JY. Just straight through the hands. Casey knowing that she had a hole in front of her. So she picked up the speed, and then out to Nadira. Really nice work try.
Very textbook tic-tac-toe passing.
Yeah, and the Stars have got to figure out how to stop Casey and I think Megan in the backs. That's going to be their problem here. You've got a really smart 10. JY is incredibly smart with the ball, so she's just sucking in her 10, and then Casey's able to exploit the gap there. The Stars have got to figure this out, how to stop these backs.
We got some wheels when they get that open space.
Yeah.
Jordan again with the kick. It's going to fall just shy. 22-0 our score. It's been Texas scoring fest. Mainly by Nadira.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. Stars taking a moment in the end goal just to kind of get on the same page, see if they can respond to this. Or it's going to be a long day at the office for them.
Yeah, scoring hasn't come easy for the Stars this weekend. I think we've talked about how they are just coming off different places and haven't really had a chance to practice.
Yeah, I think we did have one Stars sub. It looks like number 4 is on now. Try to get that number for you. It's Leah Smeltzer on now. So some fresh legs for the Stars.
So Texas trying to pick up where they left off at. Getting a push on the outside. Like somebody's driving the pile. Couldn't see who that was before they're taken down into Stars territory. There's Nick James again. Hands it off to Jerry. Texas back in the Stars territory. They're going to kick it.
Yeah, that wing is up, so JY's going to take advantage of it.
Texas fighting for it. Stars are going to maintain possession, though.
Oh, 9 showing box kick, and then Casey's all over her.
That was a quick collapse there by Casey. Break up that play. Courtney Holmes trying to get some space, but can't. Back the other way comes with it. It's the Stars. Oh, that's a nice hard tackle.
Yeah, Jerry that time. Thomas from the Valkyries laying her down.
Taking a page from Nick.
There we go. Yeah, we got some movement from the Stars now. This is good continuity.
Sometimes you make a couple of plays, you get that momentum, you get that confidence that you can move against these girls. And
yeah, almost a line break there. Just Casey barely getting her. Oh, excuse me, it was Waller that got her. Here we go. Now we got some space. Oh, try saving tackle by Leslie. If she would have gotten past her, there would have been no stopping her.
No, she's got some wheels once she gets on that edge. Tackle by Megan Good.
A little confusion there, maybe. But kick over the top, so Barbie will get it back to Kate.
Kate's a tough one to pin down. It's Jordan again, running to some Stars defenders. They're going to try to get things set up here for Texas. That goes to Mary Waller.
We got some Stars in there trying to counter ruck. It's just not quite going in their favor yet.
So they get their big lineup there. It's kind of hard to get around them.
Yeah, a little knock on there. Just a teensy one just at the base. You always hate that as a scrum half when you're just trying to get the ball out and you can't quite get your fingers on it.
Her hands and body weren't on the same page as he dropped that one. We're going to substitute here. 151. It's like these are numbers for the DMV when you're waiting to...
Yeah, you're trying to be unique, but man, it makes it really hard on the commentators.
Cat Chelsea?
Yeah. Chesley? It's hard to tell. It's a handwritten roster, so apologize for that.
So scrum to the Stars. Trailing 22-0 in this one. We're through the midway point of the first half. This is going to be the final match of this weekend, the Texas Rugby Union All-Star Challenge.
We're looking forward already to our 4th annual All-Star Challenge. It'll be again around this time of year next year. So if you're watching and you want your union to participate, reach out. Oh, some speed coming.
She's gone if she can get past 15 over here.
She done. Yep, cooker. Can't quite see her number. I'm not sure if she's 178 or... Yeah, we don't have her number.
Oh, Tina Deck. It looks like it's 175.
Oh, Deck. Okay, cool. Really good job. She's had several breaks, and so this time she's able to blow past all the defenders. So, first try for Stars.
Duquesne's lead, trailing 22-5. Be a little confidence builder for the Stars, trying to claw their way back into this one, as it's been all Texas on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's all you need is a couple of standout players that can be the difference maker, and I think Deck might be one of those for the Stars. And then Banks had a really good game yesterday. She was playing mostly inside center yesterday. She also had a really good game yesterday, so I was looking forward to seeing her today with some activity.
I'm going to go with the holder.
Looks like maybe a couple subs for Texas. We had Michelle Nguyen coming off. It looks like maybe Nick James is coming off, so we'll see who went in.
Like Victoria Wheeler came off as well. That kick ball is short. Let's see if Stars can build off this score, put together a drive, and really get back into this game.
Oh yeah, it looks like Molly Whitman is in. 19. And then there's got to be one more at least, so we'll try to get that for you.
Kick is fielded cleanly.
The other sub is Haley Hunter, 17, coming on for Texas.
I think Texas came away with the strip here. Yep, they do have possession of it.
Yeah, and the Stars have got to stop that too. They've got to get that little knock on, so we'll have a scrum. But if the Stars can just keep the ball from Texas, they can't score, right? So that's like the easiest solution.
That's the number one game plan. Don't let them get the ball.
The no-duh solution, but it's harder said than done. But Stars just really need some possession, and I think they can really work some magic here.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on there. I mean, if you're voluntarily giving them the ball, then it's going to be tougher on your offense to do anything.
Yeah, just a momentum killer too, you know.
So scrum to the Stars after that knock-on. It's going to be fed in by Izzy Gibbon. She's going to take it down the right side, back out to Sheena Decker.
There we go. We've got some line breaks now.
So they're able to drive into Texas's zone. Looks like that. No, the ball's at the ball went on the ground, but it didn't. Stars still have it. It's a hard tackle by Leslie to pull her back. Stars trying to come towards you. Nice tackle by Casey. Already tell on your speakers that the wind is picking up out here.
Nice little break here. I think it's by 88. So Woods, Callie Woods on that break. So they're starting to get together here. Now we're having a lot more continuity from the Stars. Out to Deck. She's handled though. Oh, it's loose, so we'll see who comes out with it. It looks like maybe the Stars will keep it. They do.
They do.
Oh, just decided to hold on to that at the last second. It was probably smart. It could have been picked.
Yeah, that was Jordan in there. Mix up that play.
There we go. A nice little kick over the top. Get him some territory. That was better from the Stars there. A lot more ball movement. So maybe they're starting to gel a little bit. Had maybe a couple of subs. That's been helpful maybe.
You're just trying to find a little seam, and that's all it takes. Get it, break it. If you can get Tina Deck into some open field.
Yeah, if we can get Deck in some open space, I think it'll break it open here.
Stars take the line out. Back come the Stars.
That's Banks there. Had a good game yesterday. Big tackle there. Probably dangerous, I would say, so going to be a penalty advantage.
A little bit above the shoulders on Courtney Holmes. Stars maintaining a nice forward push here, trying to get her second try of the game.
Nice line break.
She's got some room to run.
Big tackle, though. I think that was Nadira on the tackle.
Texas is going to take it over.
Big tackle by the Stars.
They're going to kick it out. Stars feel it cleanly, so back with it is the Stars. Just a turnover on their last possession.
Tackler not rolling, and they're going to go quick.
So an opportunity for the Stars here to really cut into this lead. Nice hard run. Ball is on the ground, picked up by Texas.
Yeah, Megan Good picking it up. Oh, just a bobble. Picked up by the Stars, though. So they should have scrum advantage. We're going to see, did they get it in? Held up. So it'll be scrum 5 meter to the Stars. This is a great turnaround for the Stars. Good pressure on the defense there.
A quick back and forth action. Both teams taking possession of it, but nobody really clearly able to do anything with it.
Looks like we might have time off for something here. Nope, just getting set up.
Just about 5 minutes to go in the first half.
So a nice little resurgence from the Stars here, getting that one try from Deck, and then now good pressure on the backs and just putting Texas under pressure. So now they've got a scrum on the 5-meter line. Gonna reset it though. Just looks like a little pre-early engagement push.
See what kind of push Texas can get here to try to win this scrum.
We'll see if the Stars want some ice cream. Maybe they'll try for a pushy try.
Saw one of those last night.
Yep. They're just going to go wide with it. Out to Banks.
There she goes to Deck.
There we go to Deck. That seems to be the plan. Well handled by her defense, her defense though.
Yeah, Elizabeth's not a little shirt tail grab. Slow her down. Here comes a big push by the Stars. Not quite in yet. Ball goes forward, looks like.
Yeah, a little just right in front of her, a little low pass. So now Texas survives that, and we'll get a scrum now.
So those little things that can kill a drive, hurt the possession.
Because you got to expect Jay-White's probably going to kick, so it'll be down here in the 50 somewhere, you know, or she'll get it out. So they may run one or two plays just to get a little more stable platform, but you'd expect Texas to kick right here.
She'll have the wind kind of at her back as it's kind of going across the field now. That's what they'll do. It's going to take a Texas bounce and a roll.
Got numbers, Stars, that you can hear the forwards. They were asking for help.
So each time Stars get down there, I mean, they run into something, and the Texas is able to stop them.
Yeah, they've had some trouble. We've had a lot of Stars possession here, which has been a shift. Oh, almost cherry picked there.
She read that one all the way, but she couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah.
That was Jordan.
So now we'll have another Stars scrum, and probably just a little bit of time left in the half.
About 2 minutes to go here, depending on any stoppage time. We did have a injury timeout earlier. So to see if the Stars can get in, cut into this lead down 22-5. The waning minutes of the first half. Ball is out. Kind of a hit as she threw it. So Texas is going to take over. Nice hard drive. Looks like that's by Amy Vederick.
And Barbie always gets hit like that, and then she just bounces up. She's a strong player. So nice big hit by the Stars. So that's another momentum builder.
She got a nice smile on her face after that hit.
So we'll have a Stars line out. That's not going to be straight. So now it'll be choice to Texas. And they'll probably choose scrum, I would guess.
Yeah, we'll get the scrum out here. It's gotta be frustrating. You've been spending a lot of time in your defensive zone, and you just can't get that final push in to get some points out of this drive.
Yeah, it's tough because on one side it feels good because you're dominating possession, but yeah, you want those points. I mean, you need them. So it just looks like a hooker down. So restart maybe. She looks like she's all right, but
Taylor Welch.
Yeah, you never want to see a hooker on the ground and everybody else is standing up. That means something has gone very bad in the scrum.
Favoring her shoulder.
So just take a second, make sure she's all right.
Try to twist it in the wrong direction. She was our favorite sub last week.
Super sub. Yeah, Taylor Welch.
Kept going in, kept coming out.
Yeah.
So she's good to go.
So we'll see if Texas is going to kick here, or are they going to try to run it out?
Getting a good push by the Stars in this scrum.
Yeah.
Yep. Texas comes away with it, though.
Yep, Jerry on a nice tear here.
That's just some hard running, keeping his legs moving. They're going to keep it with the inside running.
There comes the kick.
That's going to take a Texas bounce and roll.
Oh, Dex got it, though, before it went out.
Just gets out of the grasp of KC, where she's brought down. Ball loose, Texas picks it up. Now they're deep into Stars territory. Ball over to Haley Hunter. Texas taking her time to get something set up here as they hand off to Heather.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit outside of the game plan. It feels like they're not quite sure what they're doing right now. You can tell. Nice dummy by JY out to Megan Good. She's got support on the outside. Yeah, Kate. And then out to Elizabeth Shields. Looks like stolen by Stars maybe. Yep. So lots of back and forth here. Texas penalty, I'm thinking of obstruction, yeah. So if Texas would like, they can just tap this and kick it out and it can be over, or they can do the line out. Looks like they're going to take the line out. Why not drill one more in?
Yeah, take the line again. You got that advantage with the height of Leslie Schroeder.
Yeah. And they'll probably maul it, is what I would imagine.
That's what they tried earlier on down in the Star Zone.
Yeah. They've had a couple subs in the forward, so I'm not sure that they'll go to it, but if that's their default.
Kind of early on the jump, still came away with it. Or they're going to call it?
Yeah, not straight. Yeah. So that should be halftime.
That is going to take us to the half. Texas leads this one 22-5. Stay with us as we'll be back with second half action. You're listening to the Texas Rugby Union All-Star Challenge on the KMAC Vite Media Network.
Vite Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet, covering UIL, private schools. Vite has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at VypeTexas.com and also pick up your Vite magazine today. Get in the game with Vite Media.
Socialize with us.
You don't have what they call the social skill.
On Twitter at KMAC Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAC Sports. Just another way KMAC Sports is bringing your teams to you.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin football chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws. This is the KMAX Sports Network, and this is what we do.
Looking left, throws into the
end zone. Snap again, he hits the turf, and Delmar scoops it up. Cameron Wilkins
in the corner of the end zone. 10, 5, touchdown.
If you like the sound of that, then let us broadcast your team. Send an email to merle@kmaxsports.com or chuck@kmaxsports.com to find out how. Bringing your teams to you since 2003. It's what we do. We are KMAX Sports.
Hey, have you liked us on Facebook yet?
Whoa, stop right there.
Well, why not? Search kmaxsports.com and like us now.
We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. And while all of us at the KMAX Sports Network are huge football fans, we broadcast more than just football, you know. In fact, KMAX Sports proudly broadcasts volleyball, girls and boys basketball, softball, baseball, soccer, lacrosse, and more. For more information on how you can help KMAX Sports broadcast any of those sports, just reach out to chuck@kmaxsports.com or merle@kmaxsports.com, or contact that sports booster club directly. KMAX Sports will gladly work with you and the booster clubs to get that team's broadcasts on the air. And if you're a fan of the other team, well, we can broadcast your team's games too. We realize that, yes, even in Texas, there's more to life than just football. KMAX Sports, bringing your teams to you for 14 years.
KMAX Sports is on Twitter. Get up-to-date scores and more on your computer and on the go with your smartphone. It's fast and easy. Just follow us at KMAX Sports.
We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. At KMAX Sports, we work hard to provide quality professional broadcasts to make it easier for the booster clubs with whom we work to find sponsorships. We ask that you please patronize these advertisers and thank them for supporting your team's broadcasts. You can help your booster club fund the broadcasts by simply clicking on the donate button on kmaxsports.com. And if you're a fan of the other school, you can show your appreciation for tonight's broadcast by making a donation as well. Thank you in advance for your support. And now, let's take you back out to the game.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, and we all have at least one of those, you're needed. Visit austinpetsalive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
Socialize with us.
You don't have what they call the social skill.
On Twitter at KMAX Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAX Sports. Just another way KMAX Sports is bringing your teams to you.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin football chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws. This is the KMAX Sports Network, and this is what we do.
Looking left, throws into the end zone. Snap again, he hits the turf, and Delmar scoops it up. Cameron Wilkins
corner of the end zone. 10, 5, touchdown.
If you like the sound of that, then let us broadcast your team. Send an email to merle@kmaxsports.com or chuck@kmaxsports.com to find out how. Bringing your teams to you since 2003. It's what we do. We are KMAX Sports.
All right, welcome back for second half action. Texas still on top of this one, 22-5, and that's not going to make, well, nope, didn't take their bounce. It's not going to make it 10. We'll have the scrum at midfield.
Tough way to restart that second half when you're already down.
Oh, here we go, Texas!
But it'll be scrum to Texas.
Stars haven't been without their chances. I mean, they've had a lot of time of possession in Texas's zone, but just, a couple of missteps and misconnections, and Texas is able to clear it.
Yeah, they've just kind of really struggled. They've had the, you're totally right. They've had the ball and just haven't been able to capitalize on it. And that game plan of get it to Deck, which she's incredibly fast and good player. I mean, Texas is keyed onto that as well, so they're going to have to figure out a way to maybe try to score over the middle or a different way.
Well, yeah, Texas has some speed on their own on the edge.
Yeah.
Ball's on the ground. See who comes away with it.
A blue player will come away with it.
Navy or Royal?
Yeah.
There's Deck with it. She didn't have much room to run there. Oh, a strip by KC. Nice strip by number 12 there.
Yeah, Curl is playing with some reckless abandon. I haven't seen her play quite this intense in a while. It's exciting to see.
Is she hamming it up for our YouTube viewers?
Probably. She knows thousands of people are watching.
Get a whistle here.
So it looks like a maul didn't produce, so it'll go over to the Stars. Scrum.
Come on, Texas!
And Stars actually pushed the Texas scrum back a bit, so we'll see.
Yeah, they've been able to go toe-to-toe with them.
Yeah.
Even push on both sides.
Yeah, it's lifting a little bit on that other side, but ball's out. Oh, empathy. A little bit off the foot, it looked like. From here, it looked like off the foot. So we'll have scrum to Texas now.
Let's go, ladies. Let's capitalize on this.
Kind of a slow start to the second half.
Yeah, it's been scrum, scrum, scrum. We've had 3 already.
The slow way to move it down the field.
Yeah, it's real fascinating. Right now, we don't really have a winger back for the Stars, so that knowing that JY will kick, you would potentially think about moving a winger back, but they've got him up flat.
Oh, she's able to get past the tackles in that one. 21 Tyra. Is that Tyra Blades?
Yeah, I think we've got a...
Ball comes out.
Yeah, so technically it's still a knock, even though it went to another player, so it'll have a scrum advantage to the Stars.
Stars
Out to Kiki now, out to Deck. Ooh, good swipe there.
Deck's easy to spot with that big mouthpiece she has on.
Yes, yeah, that football style. Looks like a couple subs in for Texas. We got 22 in, so Christina Thomas is in. And then it looks like, yeah, Tyra Blades is on. She just took the ball a second ago at 21. So a little bit more mess. We got another knock-on advantage to the Stars.
Kind of a push forward there. Bar has the Texas sideline coaching.
Got some numbers here. If they can use it, they go for the miss pass. Let's see her speed. Well handled by Nadira. Yeah, so it looks like Stars are going with a little bit of maybe a slower game plan, more deliberate instead of the quick ball. They're almost purposely going slower at the rucks and such. So maybe they think they've got something if they let them get set up a little bit more.
See, maybe Texas will over pursue. I mean, they're down by 3 scores. It still is early in the second half, but that's
it's a lot of points still at this point. Penalty advantage, says referee Pugh. Oh, here comes a kick. Let's see if it goes straight out. Just essentially a free kick anyways, because she knows she has the penalty coming, so might as well try that kick. See if she can get some territory. So it'll come back to the penalty.
A 3D action there for you as the ball is coming straight to your screen.
So dangerous tackle. So Banks will look for a touch here.
She's got the wind at her back, so she can get some nice yardage out of this kick. But that's not going to go far enough. Put her down right there.
Trying to get her out of bounds. They do.
Good push by Stars there.
It looks like we might have a Stars sub coming in. Number 96 coming on. Sydney Stover is on.
Kind of a far pass. But Stars to maintain possession of it.
Oh man, Casey read that all day. She's all over deck.
She's ready for
Texas stole it. Oh, maybe Stars got it back now.
Yeah, it was on the ground there for a second, but yeah, Stars came away with it.
Stars have a major overload if they can get ball quick to the right. They pick and go. They've still got an overload, but penalty advantage to the Stars. Let's see if they can use this now. Now a little bit of kicking on their own because the wing is up. Nadira gets it though, so referee says territory though. So well handled on the kickback. A little bit of ping pong here.
Trying to find that.
There's a hole.
Nice run
for Banks. Barbie hits her from behind. Oh, almost. He almost had it. Oh, but that's all right. It'll work out in their favor. They're going to have a capital, or excuse me, we just did capital Stars line out.
Stars make it look like it's a capital.
Yeah. And I think we might have rolling subs for this game because we've got a couple of returning players, so they may have agreed before the match to allow rolling subs. So number 4 is coming back on.
Leah?
Yeah, Schmelzer again. Or no, she's 92, sorry. We don't have a 92.
No. Green hair.
So she's going on at fullback.
So scrum to Texas.
Oh, goodness,
Stars
yeah.
Got a push on that, but Texas comes out with it.
There's Blades bringing it up on a switch.
They try that fake kick again, but the Stars weren't biting on it this time.
Nice offloads by Texas.
Nice ball movement that's over there to KC. She's got some wheels on it, but Decker has
Deck's getting there from behind, yep. Yeah, it's going to be high tackle, though. It's just that inexperience from Deck coming through.
It's that football coming out of her.
Yep. So working out for the Texas team here. Just a nice break, get that penalty. So JWoww will probably go for territory. Yep, so Texas line out.
Cloud's starting to roll in.
Yeah, it's definitely partly cloudy now.
Yeah, doesn't have an effect on the game, does have an effect on us as we're standing out here on the sideline.
Nice off the top. Blades inserting again. A little bit of a low pass, but well handled. Out to Kate. Blazing through.
Some wheels.
Oh, just wasn't expecting that offload, so a knock on. Maybe off Casey's face. She's kind of holding her nose, so she may have taken it just face on.
Kind of get caught watching the run. And it's like, oh, yeah. Still got to play here.
So scrum to Stars here. So they get lucky on an almost a sure try.
Last couple of scrums, Stars have been the one doing the pushing.
Yeah, we've had some subs in the Texas scrum that have weakened it a little bit. You know, it's tough when you take out Nick James and take out Heather Renfeld's out right now, so you take out some stalwarts and some horses in the scrum, it gets a little tough. But everybody needs to get the experience and feel it for themselves in there.
Out, picked up by Texas. Over Michelle, trying to find a space to run. She's going to be dragged down by her shirt.
Oh, nice counter ruck by Stars. And say off the feet, I think, maybe. Yep. So penalty. So Stars now have a shot for some space, some territory.
She's going to go for the kick here. Let's see.
So it'll be a Stars line out. So we had lots of scoring in the first half. We've had none in the second half. So pretty much a stalemate at this point. Texas is almost scoring right there, but just a little knock on. Stopped that one. So stolen by Texas.
Taylor Welch going to try to move forward. She's going to stop.
Yeah, I think just have a little knock on maybe here by Stars. So they were trying to get the scrum half and just a little knock on. So Texas scrum half. Or Texas scrum, sorry.
I'm not the only one that's doing it.
It's tough doing two games. I love it, but it's tough. Picked by Jerry. She's got a poacher on her immediately, though. Can't quite get her hands on it, but looks like Stars is going to come out with it. Texas has tied it up, though, so it's a maul now.
Like you said, we haven't seen too many of those.
Yeah, and if you know the laws, you don't have to let go. So that's what Texas is doing, is tying it up and just hold on to it. You don't have to let go. So now brought in by Stars, so it'll be a Texas scrum.
Time not really on Stars' side. I mean, last half it was all Stars and inside the Texas zone. This one has been all Texas inside the Stars zone. Just been a little back and forth, no real breaks happening.
Yeah, we've had about 13 minutes go in this second half, so there's still time. But I mean, you're right. They're starting to be. They need to score 4 tries pretty quickly to even get close to this. 3 tries, sorry, and stop Texas at the same time. That's tough.
Anything else you want to add to that list?
Yeah, right. Get the ball to deck. Give her some space.
Yeah, get her some room.
Yeah, she needs some room, and she'll be gone. Looks like another little knock on. So scrum here. So Texas will Try again. Starting to see just a little frustration, I think, from both sides right now. There's the mishandles, miscues. Ooh, turn on the Stars. Yeah, they're turning it, but Texas keeps it. To Barbie, who breaks through. High tackle advantage. Dangerous tackle.
That's a little bit Shield's going to pick up, try to do it herself.
Yep.
Still on the feet.
Stars counter-rucking. I think they've stolen it. We may have the advantage we had for that dangerous tackle. We may have lost that. So it looks like Stars have it here.
Over to Green. We don't have her name, so.
Yeah, we don't have her on the roster. And looks like now penalty advantage for Stars. Double whistle. So we may have an issue here. So he's talking to the Stars player. I think it might be he was having some discussions with a player on the Stars team that didn't agree with what he was saying. So he's probably just warning the captain that he doesn't want to hear from that player that's not the captain. So just a little bit of management there.
It's been a long weekend.
Yep. So we've got water on. One trainer is coming on. So we'll see what's going on here.
Well, if you didn't hear that, they need to sub for Tina.
Interesting development there. I think she may potentially be under warning from the referee, so they're just determining to sub her so her temper maybe doesn't get in the way here.
She's talking to the...
Yeah, she's talking to the AR now too, so she's upset about something. That's what's unique about rugby, though. You're not allowed to yell at the referee or really even discuss with things with the referee unless you're the captain. So sometimes it's easier to just sub that player so it doesn't keep happening. Did you get carded or just...
I didn't get anything. When he sat there, that AR literally stood in the...
So the Stars are going to play for the line out. The Stars with it on the line out. Stolen by Leslie, or by Texas. Leslie assisted on the play. She'll win with it, trying to push forward.
Some space here for Texas if they can get it out to the backs. One more, and they might. Yeah, they got a little space, but here comes Banks on the cover tackle. She's got her into touch. Nadira tried to keep it in, but Banks did a good job of just corner flagging there. So it'll be a Stars line out.
Yeah, she had good position on her. She didn't over-pursue it, and she kind of shadowed her until she got the right spot to push her out.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's some... So the Stars coach is now asking to speak to the referee about what just happened. Pretty uncommon that you would see this. But I think what we're seeing here is it's no score in the second half, so it's just really tight. There's a lot of tension right now. So it's just tough on the teams, too. They both want to score, and they want to be out here and have fun. So we're starting to see frustrations, I think, on both sides from all the players.
It's been a pretty good weekend, though. I mean, arguments are free. I mean, all the games have been pretty straightforward. No real issues or anything going on.
Yeah, no, I think it's been a great weekend. I think that the all-star environment is what we're going for here. We want higher-level rugby. We want players to challenge themselves, maybe play out of position, see what they can do, really kind of stretch themselves, and that's what the whole goal of the weekend is. And I think we've accomplished that You know, we've had this event for 2 years, and we've only had 3 teams, and that's been tough because somebody has to play twice on a Saturday or twice on a Sunday, which is really difficult. So having 4 teams, so we could play a true tournament format. You know, next year our goal is to do 6 or 8 teams. So we're just trying to grow this every year, and we'd love it if every union, or we actually don't care if a union comes. We don't care who comes and plays us. Just come to this event. It's great. We'll take care of you. There's free food all day for all the players. Spectators got to pay, but players get free food, and we can help make sure that you guys have a good event. Help with your transportation, whatever you need. The TRU has definitely invested in this event, and we want to make it as easy as we can for everybody.
Have you had a lot of people reach out to you, or has it been trying to build this and reaching out to play teams to come out here and play?
There is a lot of reaching out, just because a lot of All-Stars kind of, when it went away at the national level, the budgets went away for all the unions. So we've had to reach out really early so that we could make sure teams could get budget, get players interested. Because depending on where you are, like right now, Mid-America plays a little bit in the fall, and then Texas plays a tiny bit in the fall, and really Northeast doesn't play as much because it's a WPL season up there, so they've got other divisions that are playing, so they're not even really necessarily playing right now. So it's just different. Everybody's a little bit different when they play because of seasonality, so we thought this is a good time of year where everybody wants to play. It's great weather in Texas, so come here. We'll host you. It's a great event, and it'll work out for everybody's favor. So we'll try to figure out what's going on here. Looks like we're still just having some discussion on what's happening here.
Trying to get the play back on the field of action. So we're going to have a line out for the Stars. Get things moving again. We have a substitute for the Stars. It's number 82 coming in. Selena Gumble.
Nice around the front there. She's coming around the hooker.
Nice push, but over pursue the ball. 16, Elizabeth Shields for Texas.
I have a kick here. Oh, it may go. It's going to come down and bounce, maybe. Just right on the line. So, I think she was behind. So we'll have a line out here to Texas.
So yeah, Stars need to really get into Texas's zone. They've been sitting down in their own zone, I would say almost the whole half. The whole second half.
Yeah, we started with the 52 scrums to start the match, and then now it's been mostly Texas inside of Stars. But stolen that line out here, so that's good for Stars.
Tackled by Molly Whitman.
Here we go, out to Banks and then out to Deck. Let's see if Deck can do anything. She beats her first.
Yeah, they're ready for her on that outside. It's kind of container. Don't over pursue.
Here we go. And here we go. Oh, a kick here. Nice kick. We've got a fullback back, but it's going to be over her head.
Yeah.
She's got some pressure coming. Deck is able to get her.
You can force those turnovers. I mean, if you miss it, you're starting to look at the ball, look up at the ball, and you just make those mistakes happen.
Sure. So out to the Texas forwards, out to Waller. So penalty against Stars. Looks like losing their feet.
Texas is not in a big hurry here, leading this one 22-5. About halfway through the game, halfway through the second half of the game, we have a substitute for Texas coming in as Victoria Wheeler.
I think the number might be wrong because it's Carla coming in. So she may have just put a different jersey on, maybe. Yeah, it looks like they just repeat jerseys sometimes. Look for size, they do that sometimes. So she'll replace Barbie at scrum half. Barbie wasn't able to be here yesterday because she had work. Seems like a lame excuse.
Vacation day, that's what it's for, right?
Yeah, right?
Sick time. So line out for Texas. Kind of that pass was on Texas' side, but they're going to let it play through.
Nice through the hands for Texas. And back into Casey, who looped. Poacher's there, though, for Stars. Yep, she got it. Now it looks like ball carrier not releasing. Or tackler is not releasing. So they'll take the little... Oh, didn't quite make it, trying to go for territory.
Line drive kick, yeah, didn't go over the head of a Stars defender. As Elizabeth Shields in there breaking things up, and first a turnover to Texas. Looks like the ball's loose and can't really tell. Oh, Texas has it.
So still no score in the second half. It's just been pretty much playing inside the between the two 22s. There's been a couple times we've been in goal situations, but not quite there.
Yeah, Texas had one opportunity early in the second half.
Yeah, and just that face knock just ruined it.
Texas just grinded it out up the middle. Pass it was a KC.
And Nadira just going in and touch again. As a winger, it's that fine line, you know, between do I cut in, do I try to take the outside? And you'll see in football especially, they'll try to take the outside all the time. And we teach our players, cut in, get in as quick as you can, unless you've truly got an outside path. So that's something to maybe look at there, is just get that cut in.
I guess it's an automatic turnover once you go out, and so
Yep.
you don't have much of an option.
Yeah, and it's just pretty devastating when that happens too. Looks like Deck is going to come off, and then we had another player come off for the Stars, so a couple subs going on for the Stars here. So definitely there's rolling subs on both sides here.
Yeah, it was Morgan Yankee coming out.
So penalty against Texas, tackler not rolling. So we probably got about, I'd say maybe 14 minutes left in this match. We've had some stoppage time, so maybe more than that. But there's still plenty of time, and at this rate, nobody's scoring, so we might have one here. One's working. Oh, Casey Curl's just having the butterfingers today. She's got a case of it.
Yeah, nice run by Indira to get it back at the middle, but yeah, that's the second one on Casey.
Another penalty. We're starting to see the players are getting a bit frustrated here, so when the referee gets into this area where he's just penalizing, he's not using his cards, he's not necessarily using his management, it's really frustrating for the players. Nice tackle by Kate. Oh, just knocked on there. So it'll be scrum advantage to Texas.
That was Jenna Belser with a nice run into Texas territory, so finally they get into their zone, but unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just this handling starting to cause issues. So it'll be a Texas scrum. Looks like Kiki's coming back on, so she'll come back into the front row. Potentially. They may put her on flanker, actually. She's kind of that utility player that can do all of it. So yeah, she'll go to hooker, which is her more natural position.
Let's see if Stars can win this scrum here and take possession. Still down 22-5.
Nice shove by Stars, putting them under pressure. Could go. Yeah, it comes out now. Jerry's got it. Touch line, though. Just thought they had a little more room.
I don't think she knew where she was at as far as the line was.
You always hate that when you just step and you're like, oh, crap, I didn't mean to do that.
Let's see what the Stars can do with this line out and get some of that momentum going and get some points on the board.
Nice line out. Out to the backs. Oh, looks like she just lost it forward, maybe.
Just came out there at the end.
No signal from the referee, though.
Nope.
There it comes now.
Couldn't pick it up cleanly.
Yeah. So it'll be a Texas scrum again. I think we just did this.
Well, it's a scrum clinic the second half.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want that film on scrums, here you go.
Yeah, we've got lots to look at.
So we're going to get a substitute for the Stars here.
Yeah, just give somebody a break, it looks like.
So 151 coming in. I believe that's Cat, if that's a 1 or a 7. Yeah, we're showing about 14 minutes to go here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's just been kind of a stalemate for both teams. Nobody's been able to get over the line. We've had several challenges where we're getting close, and just a couple knock-ons by Texas, and then the Stars, same thing. They're getting there on the 5-meter line and just knocking it on.
And there's obviously Texas's advantage being up by 3 scores, but I have a feeling they still want to get some more points on the board.
Yeah, especially because they were pretty dominant in the first half. And I know they've made some subs, but that's the point of depth, is that you can make those subs and have no change.
I know it kind of gets into the flow of the game, but does these stops and starts have an effect on your kind of momentum going into it?
Yeah, especially if you're a winger and you don't get to see the ball very much, and then you're just watching them scrum. It's tough. Nice kick, though, by JY. So Stars may go quick here.
Yeah.
She's threatening.
She's trying to get that lined up quickly.
Yeah. Looks like we'll go with the line out, though. And that could be something that could change the pace for the Stars. Maybe they do need to do a quick line out or do something to be kind of outside the box now.
Kind of catch them off guard.
Yeah. Because the forward grind isn't working for either team, really. Well, it's not working, but it's just not consistently being successful.
No, it's a start and stop.
Yeah.
It's like traffic.
Yeah, it looks like we got maybe a side entry penalty, so Texas will kick it down the pitch a bit more and have that maybe 10-meter line out, 5-meter line out. Couple of subs coming on for Texas.
Lindsay McKinney and Arlen Vila.
And Vila's at 18 and McKinney's at 20, so Curl's going to come have a seat. She's had a great match. Defensively, offensively, just all those knock-ons, Butterfinger Curls is what we're going to call her. And then somebody else should be coming on. Let's see. Or coming off for Texas. Maybe she went off on the other side. Yeah, it looks like maybe Whitman came off for Texas on the other side.
Morgan's back on for the Stars. Line out one by Texas, and they're just going to get the maul going.
Now it's moving. It wasn't moving first, but now it's slowly moving. The ball's at the back. So if they can roll this or keep it moving. Carla decides to pull it out. And JY's going to go herself.
Inching closer to see the first points of the second half.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like it's held up. So not yet.
No.
But Texas will have a 5-meter scrum.
Yeah, last scrum, the Stars got a nice push on it, so it's not quite an automatic for them, but they still been winning it nonetheless.
So we'll see what Texas can do here. Hopefully they want some ice cream. Get a pushy try.
I guess they know that you're talking about on the sideline as they kind of smiled back at you when you said that.
It's just an old Austin Valkyrie thing that we used to do. We had a really good pack in the day. We had Dude Ottens, Tracy Young in the front row. It was a great pack. Another held up. But we'd always just anywhere within 10 to 15 meters, we would just try to drive it in, and our coach would incentivize us by if we drove it in, everybody got ice cream. So we'd always be like, let's get ice cream, you know. So...
Actually, kind of sounds good right now.
I know, right? Ice cream always sounds good. So I'm just trying to pass it on to the world. Coaches, give your team ice cream if they can push it in.
Yeah, reward them.
Yeah.
Stickers don't cut it anymore. Ice cream does. Try it again.
Jerry takes it this time. Trying to go herself. Looks like first points of the match, second half.
The first points go to Texas here in the second half. Leading this one 27-5.
So Stars are just in a pretty deep hole here. It's going to be tough to score that many in the second half. It's been done, of course, but it could be tough.
Yeah, but like we were talking about the other game, it's like it's kind of where you're playing to see positionally, to see what you can do, just kind of get everybody a look at.
Yeah, definitely, especially with these motley teams where you've got maybe a couple players that can play a couple different positions. You might switch them up, see how it goes. Everybody gets an opportunity to kind of show themselves.
She's got the distance. No, well, she almost had the distance.
Yeah, off the post there, off the crossbar.
She get at least 1 point for that.
Yeah, right, because for hitting it.
So we got about 8 minutes on our clock. I'm sure with the stoppage that we had earlier, we had about a few more minutes than that. Left her to go in the second half. This is the last matchup of the weekend.
Yeah, it's been a really good weekend. We had some stellar matches yesterday. It was exciting to have the Stars men here and then them having played the Dallas Reds. That was exciting. And then, of course, all of the other matches, the All-Star matches for the weekend. And like I said, we'll be doing this again next year around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier in November, but we'd love to have other teams join us in Texas.
If there's a team watching right now that wants to get in on this, can they just go to your website?
Yeah, just go to the TexasRugbyUnion.com. And my contact info is on there, admin at TexasRugbyUnion.com. It's Wendy. And you can just email me, and I will get you guys hooked up on a fantastic weekend. And like we said, this is an opportunity for players to get look at. We have 2 USA Rugby SOAR coaches. Several Eagles are here, so they can pass the word. And we've already been discussing with the SOAR coaches who they want to look at the next level. So we'll take a player's info and pass it on to Rob Kane, Emily Bidewell, make sure they get looked at the next level. So this is a really good opportunity for players. And not to mention referees. We've got developing referees out here too, so this is a great opportunity for Texas to just, foster good rugby in Texas.
Both teams still fighting out there. Stars are trying to get on the board. See if they can get something positive out of this.
Yeah, it's tough to come this far, and Capital unfortunately had to do it too this weekend. No wins for them, although their second match was a much better improvement for them. Their defense was just outstanding. They just couldn't contain Marfu's, tough-nosed rugby. So I think definitely some positive for the Stars, but just, can't get the W maybe this weekend.
Stars with it off the bounce.
Texas in there for the poach, but getting cleaned out, so Stars will keep this one.
They're into Texas territory finally.
There we go. Nice little run by 55. She's looking for some help, some friends.
That's Carol Trammell. Carol Trammell.
Nice little JY coming up quick, but that means there's room on the outside. If Banks can get it out, there's room out there. She beats one.
Still on her feet.
Yeah.
Has to stop and make a cut back towards the middle before she's taken down. Stars pushing deeper into Texas territory.
Lots of space out here if they can just move it through the hands. Schroeder with the tackle. Looks like it may be high tackle, so advantage to Stars. A little bit messy ball, but coming out. Scrum half's going to get a free play essentially here because they've got advantage. Here's the numbers again. Just trying to do that around the back pass, so they'll come back for the penalty. And Stars have to go for it here. They can either go for the line or go for the tap, but there's no point in kicking for 3 here.
Yeah, I don't think you can grind this lead down.
we'll see what they choose. So, scrum's choice, interesting choice. Neither team has been really dominant. Stars have started to push them towards the end here. Looks like maybe a Stars sub coming on.
Still can't get over these numbers.
Yeah, 182 maybe? It's hard to tell with these long numbers. Not a fan of the long numbers. It's just so much easier to know what the 9 is and the 10. And
it's 19 coming in. Meg Stiefs. We got the scrum for the Stars.
Nice hook, straight back. A little 8-man pick here. Nice little offload there. Hand off.
Nice wrap up tackle by Texas. Not able to let her get out.
Big defense though. This means there's space on the outside. Ooh, a little grubber kick. Look at the skills. Who picked it up? I think Texas has it. Yeah.
Oh, hard hit. Ball's back on the ground.
Yeah, they're inside their end goal. So brought in by Texas. It should be a 5-meter scrum to Stars. This is positive. This is good.
Nice heads-up play.
Yeah. See if they maybe want to drive it in or just do another 8-man pick maybe.
By Meg. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the second half. Stars making a push here. Trying to answer Texas's last score as they lead this one 27-5.
Yeah, the hook at dip back is definitely better with Kiki in at hooker here. Definite improvement. Stars are not even having any problems at the front row now. And there she is again, carrying the ball now.
Trying to get that one big push to get in the score.
Looks like just knocked on, so it'll be a scrum to Texas. And he's checking his watch, so we've got to be probably into referee time now. So this will just be about time management for Texas now. They can wind the clock down. And so Marfu and Texas will come out of this weekend with 2 wins each. So super excited for the tournament next year because we do go off of seeding. So we'll seed those teams. And then next year, unlike this year where we did everybody plays everybody this time around, next year it'll be true format where loser plays loser and winner plays winner so we can have a trophy and have some cool stuff.
Maybe a clear-cut winner on that one.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, big pass. It almost goes out the back, but looks like Nadira's going to get it. But they're in their end goal, so that's tough. Big
nice
kick by JY.
She's going to cut that on the bounce.
Oh, unlucky. So just going to be a scrum now for Texas if we've got time.
And he checked his clock, so
Yeah.
I guess there's a couple of minutes left on that. On his watch.
Well, great job by Texas just staying composed. Sometimes it gets frantic when you're in your end goal, so good job sticking with the game plan and getting it to JY so she can kick to relieve that pressure.
So Stars are going to try to close this one out, get some points on the board. This half is Tele2 has. The first half was offense. This half has been all kind of defense and mixing in a couple of starts and stops.
Yeah, the second half's definitely been more disjointed. Also a lot of penalties too, so that's a factor we've got to look at as well. How do the teams respond to that? How do they respond to the referee?
Kick takes a Texas roll. Finally picked up.
Got some counter ruckers in there, but it looks like Stars will come up with it. Now Stars will kick it back. Kate's there.
Texas trying to get set up. It's Taylor Welch trying to fight forward with it. Texas waiting for things to set up. Gets the ball out. It's Elizabeth with it. Pretty much all you can do on her is just try to route up the legs and get her down to the ground.
Ooh, a little bounce pass. Stars should come up with this or get a scrum. Yeah, they'll have a scrum maybe if we've got time. Full time.
That's going to do it for this game and for the weekend. It's been an enjoyable tournament, part of the Texas Rugby Union All-Star Challenge, as we've talked about. We'll definitely be back and do it again next year. We do appreciate you having us out here to help broadcast this and help we shine some light on the league.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you guys coming too, and appreciate all the viewers as well.
All right, well, we appreciate everybody that's been watching all weekend. We will do it again next year. You've been watching the Texas Rugby Union Challenge on the KMAC Vibe Media Network.